think there was a lot of things, Jeff. I think first of all, trying to minimize the paint touches of them. Um, and obviously I thought we let Garcia get too comfortable in the first half, even Payne, um, and then just some defensive miscues between, allowing a lefty to go to his left hand or not taking care of a block out that ended up giving a man one. There was some simple things just being. I thought we were much more physical in the second half, um, and I think that helped us, get an edge there defensively.
You guys chipped away at the lead after halftime, but they got up to 7. You guys came right back in
Mm-hmm.
the 4 possession.
Right.
Right back. How critical of a stretch was that to not let them
Right.
feed on some momentum and turn it back the other way?
Yeah, I mean, you're always on the road. You're trying to get it to it's a 4 minute game, unless you can pull away. But um, I think this group has been. You've heard me use the word resilient a lot, and they just keep playing. And I think that's what good teams do. You just have to play through the ups and downs and keep battling back. And they were good and locked in the huddle, in those mini huddles and in the timeouts. So we knew we had a lot of basketball left, and there was going to be a lot of possessions. So let's make sure defensively. I think that's the biggest thing at the start of the second half. As I get those little report or these box scores each media timeout, and I glanced down once, and they were shooting 67% in the second half. So to see that we got them down to 43 tells me defensively, we made things a little harder for them in the second half, specifically the last 10, 12 minutes.
You took time for guys out with 2 fouls, and they set a lot in the first half. Chucky, that happened to him tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Is it easy to do what he did? He's so involved in the game in the second half.
No.
That's such an impact.
No, but I trust him in terms of where he's at mentally. I told him with about a minute to go in the first half, make sure at halftime get really loose. Run in that hallway, do what you need to do to have yourself ready to go. And I would say, unless I absolutely needed to, I wasn't gonna. He had plenty of rest in the first half. He's gonna play the whole 20 in the second.
This means you obviously would have liked to avoid that turnover after the but how beneficial is it for this team to just kind of
Yeah, I mean it's important. And there was a miscommunication there. Max broke before Tyler had the ball from the official, and then he stopped, and then he went to start again, and Tyler threw it where he was and not where he was going. And then Max thought we were up 3. So, kids will be kids, and so hence that's why he I think fouled. That's at least why he told me why he fouled battle there. But um, we'll work on the math skills um, later. But I think it's for us to knock down free throws. I mean, Tyler Wall going 5 for 5 was big. Max Klesmit, the job he did on Jamison Battle, to hold him 1 for 8, to get 48 points in the paint, and those two guys really produced in there. Those were all important things, and we got great contributions off the bench, even though they didn't score. I thought Lindsey gave us good minutes. I thought Gilmore did some good things when he wasn't sitting with some fouls. So it was, we needed everybody to get this done.
Right, before the year, you mentioned that you were going to learn about this team as kind of the year went along, just through regular season. What do you think it was in the resiliency? What do you?
Yeah, I mean they're gritty as heck. We got flaws, we've got warts. So does everybody else. I mean, I'm watching all these other games. I've seen everybody in the league up close. I mean, there's nobody perfect. I think that's why you see between 12th and 3rd is 2 games. I mean, and I've been in this league for 20 years, and I haven't seen it like this. The inconsistency of teams. Aside from maybe Purdue, they were the least inconsistent of the inconsistent group. So why? There's a lot of theories behind it of why there's. We've had up down from game to game. Other teams have gone, 3-4 games in the ditch and then look like gangbusters for 3 or 4 games. So you just stay positive with them, keep pushing, keep asking for more. This group is, they're committed to the team, and that's the good thing. If we weren't, or if they weren't, they could have given up on this a long time ago. When things started to go south after when Tyler got hurt and we were, trying to find our way, but they've just continued to battle and continue to give their best effort. This may be as good an effort group as I've been around. And again, we've got flaws and things that we have to get better at, and but the effort has always been there, and it showed tonight because their resiliency, they didn't crack when things got a little hectic there at the end of the half and then in the second half.
Can you speak a little bit to what you've got coming next week? Do you look at it as a block of games, especially?
Yeah,
you gotta look at it one, but
Yeah,
that's
I mean, you're going into a tournament, and you're trying to win the tournament. That's no matter where you're at. So we know we have Ohio State Wednesday night, and we'll prepare for them Monday and Tuesday. And you have to get the first one before you can go on to the second one. So I think just keeping that mindset and that approach, just like we've done throughout the year, and go one game at a time.
I know it's March, so you just kind of have to ride your horse and foot. Was your plan to just kind of let the guys, or your starting group, just kind of roll into foul trouble or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean tonight, yeah. I mean, and obviously in that type of a tight game, it was made obviously Chucky wasn't going to come out. Tyler being, about the time I was taking Tyler out a couple times, he made a couple really good plays. So you know what, as long as guys don't ask, if they're playing well and don't ask to come out, this time of year everybody's tired. Everybody's got something bothering them or banged up. There's nobody that if you've played enough games and play hard enough, nobody's gonna feel real healthy right now or real fresh. It's just a battle of wills, really, when it comes down to get to this time of year.
You mentioned that just kind of the shot looks better, or the kind of sequence looks better if the shot goes in.
Mm-hmm.
What could that kind of shot try to do for his confidence? Just kind of finally seeing one going.
Yeah, I mean he's a really good player who's maybe unfairly been pointed out as missing a couple game-winning shots or what would have been a game-leading shot. And you know what, as a player, you can't be afraid of that moment, because you're probably going to miss more than you're going to make over the course of your career. So it's easy to judge and assess blame or whatever from the outside, but usually the people that are doing that have never been in those guys' shoes, have never been there as an athlete, understand what that's like and how you have to, move on to the next, make or miss. He's a hero last March because he banks one in. They're making T-shirts with his face on it and all that, and he misses a couple, or we don't get a couple games, and then that's part of it. That's part of the deal. You understand that when you sign up for it. That's why you keep your circle really close and ignore all the irrelevant stuff from the outside.
Big shots
Yeah.
before. So I'm just curious, did you see that during the recruiting process? That if you didn't shy away?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, I've seen him hit big shots, especially in high school, winning the state championship and stuff he's done. He's not afraid of the moment, and that's what you need. You can't worry about what happened in the past. You got to be ready to take the next one.